Have you ever felt like something just isn't right in a relationship or friendship? Sometimes we don't realize it, but God may be trying to remove certain people from our lives, and maybe it's time to let them go. Today, we're going to explore 8 clear signs that God is trying to remove someone from your life. Stay with me until the end, and let's reflect together on how to trust God in taking this important step. 1. You feel a peace when you distance yourself from this person. The first sign is that when you distance yourself from this person, you feel a peace that you've never felt before. God leads us through peace. If by cutting ties, you find more tranquility, this could be a clear sign that He's freeing you from something that wasn't doing you good. Maybe you've noticed that whenever you're with this person, you feel tension or something just isn't right. The moment you distance yourself, the sense of relief is overwhelming. That's God confirming that you're making the right decision. 2. Conversations with this person become twisted or uncomfortable. Another sign is that conversations with this person start to become more difficult, twisted, or even uncomfortable. God calls us to healthy and uplifting relationships. If interactions become toxic, it might be time to move on. Do you feel that every conversation with this person is becoming harder to maintain or is draining your energy? God may be showing you that it's time to take a step back. 3. This person is hindering your spiritual growth. If you realize that this person is pulling you away from God's path, that's a sign that God might want to remove them from your life. Relationships should help us grow, not hinder our spiritual growth. Maybe this person has been a negative influence, constantly distancing you from your faith or discouraging you from seeking God more. This is a warning for you to reassess the impact this relationship has on your life. 4. You start to clearly see the negative effects of this person. Over time, God starts revealing more clearly how this person has been affecting your life. You begin to see the negative effects and realize it's not a coincidence. When God wants something to end, He starts revealing the hidden damages. Sometimes, it's only after some time that you realize how much this person has affected you emotionally or spiritually. This is a clear sign that God is guiding you towards change. 5. God is placing people with positive purposes in your life. As this person begins to fade away, you start noticing that other people with purposes more aligned with yours are appearing. God never leaves a void. He always brings those who will build you up. You start finding new friendships or mentors who help you grow, challenge you to be better, and bring you closer to God. This is a sign that God is removing negative influences. 6. You notice frequent obstacles when you're with this person. Another sign is that every time you're with this person, it seems like obstacles or difficulties arise. God may be saying that this person is in the way of your purpose, and it's time to move forward. Have you tried to accomplish things with this person, but something constantly goes wrong? Sometimes obstacles are God's way of saying, it's time to move on. 7. Your plans and dreams seem to stall when you're together. If your plans begin to slow down or your dreams become stagnant when you're with this person, it might be a sign that they were not sent by God for your life. God wants you to move forward, and healthy relationships push us forward. When you realize that this person isn't contributing to your growth or supporting your goals, it might be time to let them go in order to reach what God has planned for you. 8. You feel God is calling you to something greater. Finally, if God is calling you to something greater, and this person isn't part of that purpose, He may be removing them to make way for what He has in store for you. Sometimes what God has for us requires us to leave certain things and people behind. If you feel a greater calling for your life, but this person doesn't share your vision or faith, this is a sign that you need to move toward the plan God has for you. These 8 signs are clear, and if you're seeing any of them, maybe it's time to trust God and allow Him to remove this person from your life. Remember, your greatest blessing is on the other side of what you release. If this message spoke to your heart, write trust in the comments as your declaration of faith and trust in God's plan for your life. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more messages that strengthen your faith and keep you aligned with God's purpose. God bless.